You want to make sure that you have the best pricing possible forever. Well, how do you do that? In today's session, we'll talk that through. Medicare supplement shopping can be difficult for many, many people. There are many rules that go along with that Medicare supplement, such as the very first rule is that when you are new to Medicare, you have a 6-month window when you're starting your Part B coverage to go get any Medicare supplement you want that is out there, anything that is available to you. The insurance company cannot refuse to sell you a plan. They cannot charge you a higher rate if you have pre-existing conditions. They cannot decline you. They cannot do anything but give you the policy that you want. Now, backing up, finding the policy that you want can be the hard part for many people. Do you want a plan G? Do you want a plan N? Do you want a high deductible G? Are you eligible for plan F? You might want to consider that. That gets tough, right? So again, when you make your choice, some of these choices that you make in terms of picking which plan you want can be an important consideration because everybody has that one-time open enrollment period of time with their Medigap plan. For 6 months, they can get whatever they want. After that, in the majority of states, you will go through medical underwriting to make any changes to your Medigap plan. So if you start with a plan G and 3 years later you decide to go to a plan N, you're going through medical underwriting for the most part. Will you pass? Nobody knows. That's why it's tough to really pick a perfect plan right out the gate. It's very tough to know what your price will go up to over time. It can be very challenging to try and determine what your healthcare needs will be in the future. It can be extremely challenging to figure out what the premium's going to be on the plan going down the road. And it can be hard to just judge what insurance companies are going to do. Some companies may not be in business in 4 years, so what happens to your plan at that point? All very, very important things to consider. Some suggestions that can help you. So when you're looking at Medicare supplement companies, we would look to large, well-rated, based on financials, companies, right? Some big, solid players that have been in the industry for years and years and years. Sometimes you'll have a new insurance company that may come into the market. They may take in a whole bunch of clients for the next 3-4 years, and they may stop selling those plans. If they stop selling those plans, your rate could go up significantly. In that case, the company may not stop and shut down and stop completely being in business. If they did do that, you would have something called guarantee issue rights to move to a new company. It doesn't happen like that most of the time. Most of the time, the company will just stop selling new plans to new people, and your rates will be going up. And if you cannot qualify medically to change to a new insurance company, you could be stuck. So you want to be careful of that, especially those of you that know you have a significant illness heading into purchasing your plan. So if you're turning 65, getting your Medigap plan for the first time, you're using your open enrollment with Medigap, and you have lupus, for example, that's a condition that you will not be changing to other plans down the road. So if you have lupus, you can get your plan right out the gate, and that you have to make a good choice forever, knowing that you won't be changing insurance companies. Also, it's tough to figure out if you start with a high deductible G, for example, that is a very high deductible compared to a regular plan G. And what if your health changes in 3 years and you would have preferred to have a regular plan G over the high deductible G? It's very difficult. It is a very difficult thing. It is not like the ACA coverage where you can just change your plan every year. That's one of the things that makes Medicare so very challenging for people. So I would suggest just getting a good company. I would suggest getting good help as you're going to secure your first policy. Understand some of these things that I've discussed and make the best decision you can. The other thing to understand is that you're not going to get this perfect, okay? It's just not going to happen. A lot of people chase Medicare supplement plans in terms of attained age or community rated, issue age. All those things, they're looking for that magic thing that's going to give them the perfect plan. And I will just tell you, it's not there. So please just save yourself some stress in thinking about that. Make the best decision you can for your budget. Try and think long term and go from there. Medicare supplements, they offer fantastic coverage. So you just sometimes have to take the good with the bad, and it's generally good.